It's Lucy here and Kelly, and welcome to another episode of Life is Sweet. You guys wanted more baking, so today's episode is a British baking battle inspired by the show Cupcake Wars. As you know, our cupboards are always filled to the brim with British treats, thanks to our mum and her surprise parcels. So our husbands today set us the challenge of turning our favourite British treats and biscuits into cupcakes. Let the battle commence. For me, it's a given. One of my all-time favourite British cakes is Battenberg. They are my absolute favourite. So I think I have some ideas of how to turn these into a cupcake. Let's see if I can do this. See, I knew Lucy was going to go with what she thinks. But I am thinking maybe something outside the box. Let me see. Maybe something a bit different. I'm gonna go with these and a few and one more just to be on the safe side of these. Okay, I have some ideas. Let's get to it.
I'm Chris Silvio, professional wrestler, television personality, and cupcake connoisseur.
I'm Rough Chris Sharpe. May the best cupcake win.
And I'm Mike Hayes, local nice young man, here to taste some cupcakes.
Chefs, in front of you, you have a vanilla cheesecake cupcake with a chocolate digestive base and an aero bubble ganache on top. Enjoy!
Light.
Those are my two British treats I use.
I like the texture. Mine's got something at the bottom here.
That's the chocolate digestive base.
I'm diving in.
The edges aren't quite round, but we'll see if it tastes good.
That cream cheese.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Mixed with like the taste of a cookie.
It's cheesy yet chocolatey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I might as well finish it.
I'm waiting for something bad to happen, but it's just not happening. It's good.
How are these?
Alright.
Okay guys, mine was inspired by my favourite Mr. Kipling Battenberg. So I made an almond sponge with a Mr. Kipling Battenberg piece in the centre, a vanilla frosting, and a Battenberg to garnish. I hope you like it.
It looks, guys.
He's British, you'll know by the end of this cupcake.
Yeah, this is a little bit more
Much more
rounded.
interesting cupcake wrapper even.
There was still a wrapper under
It's a little soft. I've still got a double.
Nearly ate that bit.
All right. It's a bit spongy.
Can you see it in the middle?
Kind of lemony.
There it is, right in there.
That's the almond essence. I lost my Kipling bet. Got something in the center here.
Are these Kipling gimmicks, do they have something to do with like pineapple or something like that? Or is it just a mix of flavors that I'm experiencing?
I think so. I was experimenting with the vanilla and almond because I didn't want to do too much almond. So you'll have to say if it works.
What kind of frosting?
Vanilla frosting. A vanilla buttercream. The cake's got like a little bit of an almond marzipan around it.
It's an interesting choice. A little dangerous for this competition, but interesting. She took some chances with this one, guys.
She did.
We'll have to see if those chances pay off. Cheesecake with arrow.
There's an arrow in it?
Well, not a literal arrow. It's a British candies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cheesecake, that was awesome. The texture was great. It mixed very well with the chocolate. I felt like that was like the kind of chocolate for like British chocolate candy bar style. And I don't know if I would have went with the digestive biscuits, but
It's an interesting choice.
I felt
That's
like
what the crust was, correct?
I felt like it blended really, really well.
Well, I don't know. I've never had that before, and that tasted like just a legit cheesecake crust. So
I'm
I
gonna say
appreciate
this,
that.
the flavor was there, but I think Kelly was out to lunch with the presentation. She's definitely going to lose a few points for that.
That's true. Let's talk about Lucy's. She did care about the presentation. We had the double wrapper, the Battenberg garnish on top. Everything kind of blended in color. It had a theme to it.
Michael, what do you think?
For as high as it was stacked, it looked pretty, but I would have liked a little bit more color coming out of it. It was all kind of just a yellow.
I agree. I
And
think
I don't
she
think
kind of.
England's not yellow, right?
It's
Like
not.
when you walk
It's
around
not
there,
yellow.
it's not just like a yellow haze.
I think she kind of went rogue on this one. She took some chances, which I can respect, but I just don't know if she took enough of a chance.
Was she covering up something with the presentation? Did she do something to the cupcake that we don't know about that will affect us at a later date?
Well, do you think we have enough to make a decision?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Let's bring out the girls.
Let's bring them back in.
Start with Kelly. First, let me say you have a lot of. You have immense talent baking and in the kitchen. With that said, my main concern is I don't feel like you took this competition serious enough. I don't feel like you necessarily prepared yourself. You had a lot of good flavors, a lot of great ideas, but as far as the presentation goes, it kind of reminded me of art class in an elementary school. So I will ask you this, should you survive this round and you make it to the next show, I would highly suggest that you brush up a little bit more on your presentation. With that said, the flavors were great. We'll just see if it's great enough to take you to the next round.
Thank you.
Kelly? I'm gonna make this short and sweet, like you. I really enjoyed your cupcake. I really like the mix of flavors. I am not always a big fan of the biscuits, but I thought you did very, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kelly, let me just say that you gave a wonderful effort this evening. The cupcake was delicious. I really felt like I was eating just my own little private chocolate cheesecake. And I'm not a connoisseur of British candy, but I felt like if I were to walk into, I'm walking down the streets of London or wherever, and I walked into a bakery, I felt like I could pick this cupcake up and it would be a representation of where I was visiting. With that being said, it kind of looked like a dirty hockey puck when you put it down in front of me. So I wasn't sure if I really wanted to actually consume it until I took off the wrapper and realized that it was in fact an actual cheesecake cupcake. Then I decided to actually try a taste of it. I don't know where your head was. It was probably trying to figure out which pajama pants to wear. But next time we do this, I would hope for you to put a little bit more effort into the presentation of your cupcake, like the other two judges said. I wish you the best in all your baking endeavors.
All right, Lucy, first let me say thank you for your efforts today. I can see here that you really made a strong effort to make a great cupcake. In the end, I'm not sure if that's what actually happened. We'll start with the presentation. It looked good, it felt great, the consistency was good. The way that you tucked the Battenberg in there, I think it could have gotten the job done, but I gotta say, this is probably my third glass of water I had. The cake was a little bit dry. The taste was there, and I guess we'll just have to see. Kelly made a very strong cupcake, so the decision is gonna be tough. It's not like picking which restaurant we're gonna go to on a Friday night. So I just want to say good luck to you, and we'll see what the other judges decide.
Lucy, I thought you did a tremendous job. I actually ate more of your cupcake than the one before. That being said, I feel like these are flavors that I may want to only have around Easter time, and I felt like it was a very Eastery cupcake. And you did a tremendous job with that, but you do kind of corner yourself off when you pick a theme like that. That's all I want to say. But it was amazing. I ate a ton. It was great.
Lucy, I think I really only have one question for you. Who do you think you are? Because honestly, I didn't know what was happening in front of me. There was some block-like structure on top of my cupcake, covered in 2 wrappers. What are you hiding from us?
Yummy deliciousness.
I'll give you that, because that's exactly what I experienced when I bit into it, because I thought it was a trap. I thought you were trying to basically cover the bear trap in roses. When I stepped into it, I was going to be caught, and there was no coming back, and I'd be in the bathroom for hours. That's not what happened. I took a bite into your delicious cupcake, and I experienced multiple flavors all at once. At one point, my tongue was creating flavors that weren't really even there. And I really appreciate it. I will actually have to disagree with Chris, number one, with the texture, because I found it to be perfectly spongy. I actually wanted to lay my head on it like a pillow. Presentation-wise, I could have used a little bit more color, because you were there, you were climbing the mountain, and then you just kind of said, I'm done. And you were almost at the peak. So if you just give them a little splash of color, I don't know, something to match some of those magical flavors that happen, would have been nice. But I will say that I was pleased that it didn't come back out of my body, either from my mouth or the rear. So I was pleased with that. And it turned out to be a good, very good cupcake.
I don't know what you're actually going to.
Girls, you both did a great job. But we're gonna see who had the better cupcake.
Yay! I get a point in our little series.
The winner is Kelly.
Yay!
Kelly, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, Kelly.
Okay. Yay! 1 point to me. Now on the point chart. Well done. I'll give you that. Now I want to try Kelly's cupcake.
Lucy, better luck next time.
Thank you. I will bring you.